What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, I have a couple of shelf queens I want to show you today. I promised you guys that I would start showing some of my older builds, and I have a couple here that I want to show you. But before I get into that, I want to do really a couple of YouTube channel shout-outs. So the first one, I'm sure all of you guys, or most of you guys anyway, have seen it as of late. It's been, the guy's doing phenomenal for just starting a YouTube channel. It's Hanging with Mr. G Seeds. So a little bit of backstory. The gentleman behind that channel, Gary Seeds, is an amazingly talented model builder. Started building models back in the 90s. And I first heard about him on the Scale Riders podcast. Now, I don't know if you guys listened to that or if you guys even knew about that. I know a couple of the guys that in the club I've talked to about it, and they'd never heard of it. So I'm telling you guys, go check it out. They also have a YouTube channel. This is where the two channel shoutouts come in. So go check out Scale Riders on YouTube. Subscribe to them. Check out, he does a lot of like show coverage. Well, not a lot of show coverage. He mostly does interviews, and he'll do them live on YouTube, and then, you know, you can watch after. But the way I usually listen to his podcast is through like Spotify. And I first heard about Gary Seeds a few weeks ago while listening to the Scale Riders podcast. So if you want to know and learn a little bit about the man behind Hanging with Mr. G Seeds, go listen to that podcast. You're going to learn a lot about the gentleman that's behind it. He started a YouTube channel, and the builds are just amazing. They're amazing. He's into all the same stuff that most of us are into. You know, he builds drag cars, lowriders, 60s and 70s style customs, just all rad stuff. So go check out his channel too. So I'm going to link both Hanging with Mr. G Seeds and Scale Riders in the description of this video. Go check them out. You're not going to be sorry. Give both of them a sub. Watch some of the videos. You're not going to be sorry. So Gary started this channel, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago. And he's already up over 500 subs. And he deserves it, because the stuff he does is just amazing. So go check him out. Linked in the description of the video. All right. So moving on to the shelf queens. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is, so these are both older builds. I was on Fred Henry's Friday Night Hangout Live last Friday, and he was talking about building the gasser. And he was talking about how a 67 Chevelle would make a pretty badass gasser. And I don't disagree. It really would make a badass gasser. But it got me thinking. I did kind of that. Maybe, I don't know, a few years ago. So I dug it off the shelf, I cleaned it up, I dusted it a little bit, and I wanted to show you this. This is a twofer today. So, this is my GTO gasser. Everything in this thing, parts box. The roll cage out of the 67 Chevelle. Parts box decals, parts box wheels and tires, parts box front suspension, not too detailed, homemade ladder bars, made those out of like chrome sprue, homemade ladder bar / drive shaft loop. The engine looks pretty good. What's up, Blizzard? The engine looks pretty good. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Okay. Get down. There we go. I would I kind of don't like the size of the blower. I think the blower is too small, but detailed the engine up, wired it, coil wire, battery cables, you know, all the typical stuff, fuel line. If I redid this car, I would do the engine differently, but that would be about it. I think it's got a good, well, I'd also give it a little more wheel well clearance in the back because it's pretty much sitting right on the tires. But rattle can paint job, you know, this is at least 4 years old, maybe even more, 4 or 5 years old. So, but that's my GTO gasser. And I think I'm gonna build. I've got a couple of 67 Chevelles. I think I'm gonna build a 67 Chevelle gasser. Don't know when, but you know, I'm gonna put that in the mental list of gassers I want to build. So that is that. And next is something that I've had a couple of people ask me to show. I actually asked you guys if you wanted to see it, and everybody, it was a resounding yes. So this is my orange crate. I keep this one in a glass case. We're cheap around here. We have plastic cases. Anyway, I keep this in a plastic case to try and keep it clean, even though the paint job isn't that good. This is a rattle can orange. I don't even really remember. I think it's just bright orange. Tester's bright orange. Never got wet sanded, never got polished. It did get clear coated, but that's about it. And a little bit of backstory on why I built this model is because I was told when I first got back into building models that this is a very finicky kit, and I should not even attempt building it because it's not going to go well because the kit is bad. It's a good kit for parts. You should just use it for parts. Well, I couldn't. That drove me to want to build this, and I took my time building this. I was building these at the kitchen table at the time, and I took my time. Now the doors don't open. I'm going to be honest with you there. The hinges broke. A couple of the hinges broke, and doors don't open. But that's okay because the body lifts up. And the way I display this in this case is I slide this off, set that in front or to the side. Okay, and then I lift the body off. So there's the chassis. Hand painted the belts. I added a pre-wired magneto that I had. Yeah, those plug wires are pink, I think. I think they started out a red, but I don't know why they're pink. It is what it is. I don't care. But it looks really cool. Everything is where it should be, except for I just realized, got the belly pan on there. I just realized. So one of the injector hat is missing. So there's a little injector hat that goes on that. One of them is missing. Son of a biscuit. I don't even know if I have one of those. I might have to find a pair and fix it. But there it is. And like I said, how I display this in the case is I set this like this over here with the hood in front of it. And then I set the body off to the side somehow. I think what I do is, because it sits in the, I do that, body's like that, hood sits behind it like that. so that when you're looking at it in the case, that's how you're looking at it, so you can see the whole thing. I agree. Super finicky kit. Not the easiest to do. If you're a beginner, I wouldn't try this. I'd get a few, and then there it is. It's in the case, sits over here on the desk. If you're a beginner, don't try this kit. Get a few models under your belt first. But I would not tell you that you could not do it, because I did it. I did this at my dining room table I painted it outside, just paint, just clear coat, no wet sanding, no nothing. Basically just sitting at the table and doing it. And it came out great. Other than breaking off the hinge on the door, which was my own stupidity, it can be built, and it can be built very nice. I didn't have to add the wires, but I kind of wanted to. There it is. So this one and my Stone Woods and Cook Willies are my two favorite builds so far. So there you have it. I'm going to try and do more Shelf Queen videos. I'm going to try and do at least once a week. I certainly have enough models built up that I can show you. Some of them are going to be pretty nice. Some of them are going to be pretty ugly. Not going to lie, but I'm going to show them to you anyway. So I guess for today that's it. Please go check out those two YouTube channels that are tagged in the description of the video. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll have a little bit of progress to show end of the week on the Ford plow truck. I've been able to do a little bit on that, but I think the next video that we do midweek, we're going to open up that Cobra and we're going to take a look at that, and that's going to get built probably soon because I'm excited for that kit. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, for me, hit the subscription button. That's going to help me greatly, and I would greatly appreciate it. As always, go check out Mark at Hobby Nut Models. His website is linked in the description of every video. You can click on the link, and it brings you right to his website, right to his inventory. So go ahead and do that. He's got lots and lots of cool stuff. As always, check out my boy Ryan, 603 Model Works. Support the young kids getting into this hobby, because without them, how's this hobby gonna live? Yeah, go check him out too. And again, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to talk to you again really soon. Bye.